Everyone, thank you for joining me today. We're going to go over Neptune in Pisces. That's going direct on December 6th, 2023 at 24 degrees in Pisces. Okay, so Neptune has been retrograde since June 30th. Okay, so you may have felt a bit confused. Your mind may have been confused on which way to go in the physical. This was to make you surrender. Surrender to God and the universe, okay? And to assure you that things are working out the way that they should, so that your consciousness rises. If you've tried pushing against your emotional current, you felt this very strongly. So Neptune is going to show you, as it's going direct, your next steps. Okay? The next steps that are going to be divinely guided. Rather than looking internally into your mind and thoughts and your beliefs, because that's over, all right? For now, until 2024, I think. It may be 2025. I'll have to look at the calendar. But things may be coming up later. But for now, it's going to be your next steps in the physical at this time. That's going to be divinely guided. You may had, while Neptune was in retrograde, quite a habit, a pattern of victimization of a situation, or a self-sabotaging pattern. It's leaving you because you decided to surrender while Neptune was retrograde. It made you look internally. So Neptune going direct is going to show you where boundaries are necessary and where you yourself are more sovereign than you think, or you give yourself credit to be. That all truths aren't really true unless we believe them to be, and that we would have more unconditional love and compassion at this time for others with differences of beliefs and differences of their path. Because you have to remember that people are only their own personal perception of reality, which is an accumulation of experiences and beliefs, whether this was programmed from their childhood or from others, and that we should always understand with compassion and flexibility. Neptune in Pisces will show you that compassion on a deeper scale, okay? But Neptune will bring in its divine alchemical magic to make whatever dream you have for your life to play out into reality, okay? Neptune will be in Pisces until 2026, and since it's been in Pisces, spiritual practices have risen. Tarot and astrology, crystals, praying, meditation, and journaling has been a thing. Also, healing and restoration, doing the inner work, taking responsibility for emotions that changes your reality and the patterns that you have. Having more compassion for others on their healing journey and mental health, while having boundaries in regards to those people, all right? But Neptune most definitely will show you your next steps going forward. So if you want to know more about Neptune, I have a video in my Learning Astrology playlist. Just go to that, and I think it's like 15 to 20 minutes of me talking about Neptune. Not necessarily within any type of zodiac sign, but just a deep description of Neptune and how it affects you within your chart. And as I go through the signs, your sun, moon, and rising signs, if you can't see the chart, please hit the expand button and zoom in with your fingertips so that you can see where I'm circling on the chart. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Hi, Leo. How are you doing? This is for Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Leo, Neptune has been in the 8th house. And Neptune is illusion and disillusion, okay, in your 8th house. This could have been dealing with other people's resources. This could have been dealing with debt, taxes, government affiliations. Also, divorce is here. Taboo and esoteric knowledge is here. And with it activated with Pisces could have been some type of spirituality that you had seen or been a part of, such as tarot, astrology. Maybe you've gotten readings, or crystal healing is here, something of that nature. Also, transformation is here. That phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, death, rebirth is here. All right. So, a few things that could have happened is also Pisces deals with escapism. I'm sorry, Neptune deals with escapism. Pisces deals with habits. So there's a possibility that you could have either gained or stopped a habit of sorts. And that is a habit of escapism, whether it be affiliated with some type of drug, alcohol, or escapism can come in like being on your phone too much, or video gaming too much, right? Just something that's an overindulgence that keeps you from reality, okay, and puts you in another reality. Now, either this has been gained or you're about to lose it, because Neptune is going direct to show you the next steps, divinely guided steps, okay? And you could have been a victim of some type of debt-affiliated, government-affiliated process, okay? And I say this because sometimes you'll get those, if you're in America, sometimes you'll get those, we can give you $35,000 economic relief, right? So they'll create the problem to sell you the solution, and the solution that they're trying to sell you is really, really high APR or interest rate, right? So you could have been a victim of that, of getting involved in some type of loan or something affiliated to help you get out of debt, but it ended up being pushed into more, and you learned from it, okay? Because Neptune is dissolving that illusion, going direct. There could have been some disappointment in regards to if you were affiliated with divorce. It may have not have turned out into your favor, or you decided not to get the divorce, or the divorce actually resolved itself for a little while and things were going great, and then, you remember why you wanted it, kind of thing. That could have been a thing. Because Pisces is self-sacrificing. And when you're self-sacrificing yourself, you can only do that for so long before disappointment sets in. Okay? Also, this could have been affiliated with some type of transformation that you went through by being involved in an esoteric topic. And you're starting to see the duality of taboo topics and esoteric topics and putting your truth within them. Because with Neptune direct, it's going to show you your own truth, okay, of how you see things. And to remember that not everything is love and light, right? Some are human. Okay? Some are human. And when you're affiliated with taboo topics and esoteric topics, it's hard to discern what's right and what's wrong, but you have to put forth your own discernment, okay, of what you believe to be right or wrong. And to have faith, okay? Pisces is faith. And if you have accumulated a lot of debt, or your other person's resources hasn't been pushing forward like it should to help you, you are being asked to step away from the subject, to look at it for what it is and have compassion for yourself and that other person, because we're all going through the same thing, really. Okay? Also, Pisces is compassion and love and endearment and showing you unconditional love for others. Okay? So other people's resources come along with that. Now, if you have been involved in some type of experience of death, okay, and it brought you to an enlightenment of compassion with those that had that experience, that could be something that happened with Neptune here. All right? What is it? A near-death experience, an NDE. And that could have also pushed you forward to some type of taboo topic. Because I've heard, because I do mediumship, so I've heard a lot of people talking about the afterlife and the things that they seen as they were, going through the tunnel, I guess you would call it. But, pretty much everybody's viewpoint on the topic, it is the same. If you accumulate all the stories together, it's kind of the same, right? So that would be something, if you haven't researched it, NDEs, then that would be something to research. Now let's look at where Jupiter is in your chart. Jupiter is in the 10th house. The 10th house deals with your status. And I'm looking at Jupiter because Pisces traditionally was ruled by Jupiter in ancient astrology. And then later on, they discovered Neptune, and then Pisces was ruled by Neptune. Okay? But Jupiter here in the 10th house is going to lend a helping hand with your status, with your career and professional life. Also, your parents are here. People of authority are here. Okay, that's why I say your parents. A lot of people are like, well, it's just your father. No, if you didn't have a father in the picture, then that person wasn't of authority. Okay, so I'm going to say your parents. Now, there could have been a transformation that happened in regards to the relationship with your parents. And Jupiter is going to come in and push that relationship to where it needs to be. Okay? Whether you needed to implement boundaries, whether those boundaries were too high and they needed to fall a bit. Okay? Also, your career and professional life is going to gain more resources because the 10th house helping that 8th house with the other person's resources is going to help you gain the resources needed, which is money. Jupiter in Taurus can bring money, can bring love, can bring stability and foundation into this house. All right. This is also 10th house is affiliated with, if you were divorced, the status of yourself, or about to get divorced. It can go either way. It can go you are getting it or you decide not to, right? But Jupiter will push in that love factor for you to see compassionately, because whether or not you are doing that, you did love that person at one time. And there's compassion. Okay, no matter how much, hurt and hatred is there, Neptune will make you see that compassion with their resources too. I think that's about it. I think that's about all I have for you, Leo. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.